Hey guys, Nick here from Maintenance Assistant. This video will cover the scheduled maintenance function within Maintenance Assistant. Scheduled maintenance exists to ensure that equipment is reliable and running as smoothly as possible by proactively performing maintenance before a fault occurs, thus avoiding any unscheduled breakdowns and downtime. Maintenance Assistant comes with a feature that tracks preventative maintenance cycles and notifies the user when the work is due. To set up a PM, I navigate to Scheduled Maintenance in the CMMS drop-down menu and select New. A scheduled maintenance has almost all of the same fields as a work order. All I need to do is build the work order I need generated, and then set the schedule for when it will be generated. Let's say I bought a new lathe that needs servicing every 1200 production hours, or every 6 months, whichever comes first. First, I select the asset from the drop-down menu. Next, I'm going to give the scheduled maintenance a short description. In this case, it's a standard service as per manufacturer's recommendation. I want the work order to be automatically assigned when it's triggered, so I select Assigned from the Start the Work Order Status drop-down. As this is preventative, I select it as the maintenance type. It's high priority, estimated time is 2 hours, and I want this PM completed within 2 days of it being triggered. Next, I'll input some tasks for the standard service. Drain oil. Since Mike will be doing the work, I'll select him from the drop-down. If I need text or meter results associated with this task, I can add them here as well. I'll repeat this for the other tasks until my task list is complete. In the Scheduling tab, we create the trigger. The trigger is what causes scheduled maintenance to generate a work order. Since my maintenance is dependent on both production hours and time schedules, I select when any of the triggers fire, since I'll be adding more than one. I click New to create a new trigger. Here, we are given 3 options. Remember, the lathe needs servicing every 1200 production hours, or every 6 months. So my first trigger I'll create is a time schedule. Since today's the 28th and I'm starting this work order now, I select monthly and day 28 of every 6 months. Below, I have the option to select when and for how long the work order will be generated. Since this is the first time creating this maintenance type, and I need maintenance done starting today and continuing on in the future, I select the Create Work Order on Start Date box. This will generate a work order immediately, and then we'll scan for the trigger in the future. Don't select this box if you are in the middle of a time schedule. Let's say this lathe was already in production, and I had completed maintenance on it a month ago, meaning I still have 5 months to go until the next scheduled maintenance, keeping in mind it requires maintenance every 6 months, according to my original guidelines. Therefore, I should not select this box, because I'm in the middle of a cycle. Rather, I should select the start date of the scheduled maintenance as being the last time I did maintenance on it, so 1 month ago. I select 1 month prior. This way, the scheduled maintenance knows I'm in the middle of a cycle and will scan for the next trigger and generate a work order. To summarize, if you want this type of maintenance to begin today, select this box. And if it's already been done before and you're just setting up the scheduled maintenance timeline now, select the last time maintenance was performed and don't select this box. I can also add an end date with the options over here. I click Save and the trigger is saved in this box. The second type of trigger I need are meter readings. For this lathe, I need it to be serviced every 6 months, but also every 1200 production hours. I type 1200 and select production hours. There are plenty of units available, and you can even create your own in settings. The final type of trigger is an event. Events can be logged to assets, the same way meter readings are logged. When an event is logged, it triggers work orders. I have a few events already made, but I don't need them on this schedule. When I'm done inputting triggers, I hit Save, and I can double check the triggers here. When I activate the scheduled maintenance, dates for upcoming maintenance appear in the box below. This is an easy way to see when work orders will be generated in the future, and I can check these later on if I want some extra information. I hit save, and my scheduled maintenance will begin generating work orders.